I know we all want this COVID thing to end, and it will. The restrictions in place now won't last forever. Smart people are figuring out how to get vaccines to everyone, but it will take a little longer. Until then, we need to recommit and finish strong. COVID won't stop spreading on its own. We have to stop spreading it. Meet with friends outside, social distance, and most of all, wear a mask. We're all in. Are you?
Some people see just another local Utah sports app. Oh, wait, what? A local Utah sports app? Introducing the new KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com, Utah's only all-in local sports app, connecting you with all the action you love, the latest news, insider analysis, podcasts from the pros, and so much more. Free. Available right now, anywhere you are. Download the free KSL Sports app today from your favorite app store.
At UCCU, we do mortgages fast.
Seriously fast. Just use your phone or computer to fill out UCCU's super easy mortgage application.
You'll receive an instant pre-approval before you start shopping.
Your completed mortgage file will be underwritten by UCCU's very own in-house professionals.
Like us.
Seriously fast.
Buying or refinancing a home has never been this easy.
Seriously fast and super easy.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
We love the new apartment.
The natural light is amazing.
Hardwood floors.
There is a bit of a clogging problem.
At least GEICO makes it easy to bundle our renters and car insurance.
Yeah, helping us save even more.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Right next to UVU, Wolverine Crossing is the premier award-winning student property in Orem. With renovations of nearly $5 million, Wolverine Crossing has the look and feel of luxury living, including contemporary upgrades and top-tier amenities. Wolverine Crossing supports a strong academic environment, whether you're on campus or remote, and the resident assistant program is nationally recognized, so safety and support is the top priority. Lease now and get half off your November rent. Wolverine Crossing, this is home.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Orem, Utah, on the campus of Utah Valley University for tonight's WAC matchup between in-state rivals Dixie State, the Trailblazers, and Utah Valley, the Wolverines. It's a beautiful Friday night here in Orem, Utah. Thank you for joining us. Brandon Crow with you, alongside courtside statistician engineer Ben Schroeder. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here for Utah Valley and for Dixie State. On the floor tonight, starting five, Trey Woodbury, Fardaws Amack, J.J. Overton, Evan Cole, and Blaze Neal. On the other side for Dixie State, the Trailblazers, Cameron Gooden, Dason Youngblood, Isaiah Pope, Frank Stain, and Hunter Schofield. Utah Valley here at home trying to wash out the bitter taste of a defeat the last time they were here just about 2 weeks ago. Tarleton State came in a newcomer just like Dixie State and split a series with Utah Valley. We'll take a look at the standings here in the conference. Grand Canyon still looking untouchable at the top. 6-0 UTRGV, 2-0 Utah Valley, 4-1 CBU, 4-4 UTRGV. We send our thoughts and prayers out to that program. Tragic news earlier this week on Sunday night as their head coach, Lou Hill, passed away suddenly in his sleep. We had a moment of silence here for him, and we extend our thoughts and prayers to the whole Vaquero community, and especially to Coach Hill and his family. Tonight's matchup is an old one. 49 years, actually. And tonight is a renewal of the old Hammer rivalry between the Trailblazers and the Wolverines. And Evan Cole has the winning hand on the tip-off. Utah Valley in their home whites with the green trim, and the Trailblazers in their road dark blue with the red trim. We'll dive into this rivalry. This dates way back, like I said. Fardaz Amack starts things off with a nice two-pointer in the key. Dixie State, led by head coach John Judkins. Solid squad. And a squad where really you can't let their record fool you, as Fardaz Amack starts things off offensively and goes right back the other way defensively with the block. Dixie State 6-9 overall, 2-6 in the Western Athletic Conference. Still looking to put together two back-to-back solid games, according to their head coach. An early turnover here for the Trailblazers gives way to Utah Valley. Now J.J. Overton with it, Evan Cole. Trey Woodbury fighting off the screen. Trey Woodbury drives, kisses off the glass. And two quick trips down the lane for Utah Valley with 4 quick points. There's a good running floater. That one comes off left. Schofield misses. Overton with the rebound. In low, trying to exploit the mismatch here. Fardaz Amack down low, and Schofield. Amack holds it. Kicks it back out. Blaze Neal, top of the key. Doesn't get it. Schofield with a nice rebound. Good speed on the outside here from Gooden. Good ball movement. Schofield likes to shoot that three, and that was pretty. That's a good start there from the big man. From Spanish Fork. Just about 20 minutes down south, give or take. Traffic on the freeway. Maybe 10. Fardaz Amack again. Early and often, the big fella. 6-3, Utah Valley with the lead. And again, for those who are not familiar with this area up here in Utah, nice finish on the other end. I don't know if I can be able to get some commentary in. This game's going to go back and forth, it looks like here. Orem, Utah, about 35, 40 minutes south of Salt Lake City. And then about 3.5 to 4 hours or so down even further, closer to Las Vegas areas where St. George is. That's where Dixie State is from, as J.J. Overton puts it up and in on the other side. And this rivalry goes back to when both of these colleges were just junior colleges. Vocational schools back around World War II. Three-pointer on the outside. This one too strong. Nice hustle there on the other end from Dixie State. Good body movement there from Frank Stain, who staved off Trey Woodbury. Got the foul, didn't get the bucket, but he goes to the line nonetheless. So this weekend, these two games, the back-to-back that we're going to have here in the Western Athletic Conference, really these two games will be the first two quote-unquote official NCAA contests between these two former junior college rivals on the basketball court. The two sides first played each other in 1972, 1973, and met annually in the Scenic West Athletic Conference, the NJCAA Region 18, until about 2002. And then since then, Dixie State and Utah Valley played in 3 exhibition games. The first occasion was in Dixie State's first ever game as an NCAA Division II program. That was back in November 2006. And the Wolverines were on top there, 74-47. And again, we'll take another look at this Western Athletic Conference midway point for the Wolverines. Dixie State tonight and tomorrow, and then they'll travel at New Mexico State technically, but most likely being up at a school in El Paso is what we've been told. Then come back here, and we'll see really what happens with this UTRGV team and how they handle the rest of their program and their games this year, and then finishing up against Grand Canyon. Stain, the 6'6" sophomore from Inglewood, California, the pride of St. Anthony High School. makes both free throws. The pressure defense here from the Trailblazers, and this is something that Coach Mark Madsen knew and was well aware that Coach Judkins was going to bring at him. Nice bounce pass to Trey Woodbury. Gives it right back to the big man. Count it! Big man with the soft hands. Fardaws Amack came into this one hungry, and he's feasting so far. 6 points, 3 of 3 from the floor. And the nation's leading rebounder still doesn't have one yet. Fardaws Amack. Amack wasn't the best at free throw shooting coming into the season, but has really put in the time and the effort before and after practice to make him added value at that charity stripe and continues to improve on the season. And there's the first rebound, almost on cue from Fardaws Amack. Evan Cole calling for it down low. Beautiful pass from Blaze Neal to Evan Cole. Great finish. Had a fun interview with Evan Cole earlier this week on the radio show. Good kid, loves his Chick-fil-A. From Atlanta, Georgia. Blaze Neal gets a hand on the rebound, secures it for the Wolverines. Now J.J. Overton splits the defense. Referee says no shot. And this foul is going to go against Isaiah Pope, and that'll be his first personal. Blaze Neal to inbound for the Wolverines. Neal to Amack. Amack thought Neal was going to cut. Zigged when he should have zagged. Nice reverse layup on the other end from Pope. Pope says, hey guys, sorry, my bad. I got the foul. Let me make up with a nice reverse layup. 13-9, Utah Valley on top. A little over 15 left to play here in the first half. Blaze Neal kicks it out to J.J. Overton. Trey Woodbury steps into a deep three-pointer. Splash down from Trey Woodbury. Fardaws Amack with those active hands. Wide open look. In response, that one comes up short. Frank Stay missed that long ball. 16-9 Wolverines with the ball. Evan Cole. Overton on the floor. Stops, bops, gets the contact, and he'll go to the free throw line. When we return, we'll take a quick break. First media timeout. Utah Valley's made 5 of their last 5 trips on the offensive side. They've got a 16-9 lead. We'll be right back on the WAC Digital Network.
At UCCU, we do mortgages fast.
Seriously fast. Just use your phone or computer to fill out UCCU's super easy mortgage application.
You'll receive an instant pre-approval before you start shopping.
Your completed mortgage file will be underwritten by UCCU's very own in-house professionals.
Like us.
Seriously fast.
Buying or refinancing a home has never been this easy.
Seriously fast and super easy.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
Introducing the new KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com, Utah's only all-in local sports app, connecting you with all the action you love. Free. Download the free KSL Sports app today from your favorite app store.
Welcome back to Orem, Utah, the UCCU Center to be exact. Dixie State, Utah Valley, Wolverines on top 16-9 early on in the contest. Again, this is a renewal of an old rivalry. Goes back about 49 years. Tonight, the Old Hammer rivalry is back up for grabs. That's an intense picture of the Wolverine. You hear about the honey badger. If you haven't, look it up on YouTube. Make sure there aren't any little kids around. Honey badger and a Wolverine would not want to get caught with them. J.J. Overton got fouled and missed a shot before the break. And he'll be at the free throw line to shoot two. And he misses the first one. Overton, on his last outing here against Tarleton State 2 weeks ago, left midway through the second half of the second game as he makes the second. Injured, tweaked his non-shooting elbow as he came down off of a dunk. Had a whole week to rest up. He's got a little extra bandage on that right elbow, and it's good to see him back out there on the floor tonight. Good ball movement all around from Dixie State. This one, unfortunately, goes off of a Trailblazer. Jacob Nichols was the last one to touch it. LaTrey Darthard steps in for the first time tonight. Woodbury drives, baseline, Fardaws Amack. Back to Woodbury. Amack calling for it again. Amack hungry, posting up. Good poke from behind from Schofield. J.J. Overton with the quick hands, gets fouled, putting it up. J.J. Overton very active. Got to keep our eye out on J.J. Overton with that elbow. See how he reacts to certain contact tonight. And before J.J. Overton got hurt, as we take another look at the replay here, quick active hands from Overton, gets on the floor. I think he might have been anticipating a little bit more contact. But before he went out against Tarleton State, he was leading the Western Athletic Conference in points per game, about 18.8. Now J.J. Overton is sitting 0.3 points per game behind the average of Cameron Gooden for Dixie State. And that three ball is good, straight down the center. Andre Mulibea. Andre Mulibea, the freshman from Salt Lake City, pride of East High School. Bringing the Trailblazers within 6, 18-12, the Utah Valley lead. And Isaiah Pope checks in for Dason Youngblood. Fardaws Amack steps off for a break as Tim Fuller checks on for the Wolverines. Neal sees a crease, gets stopped. Back out to Overton. Woodbury stops inside the three-point line. That's high percentage from Trey Woodbury as well. Woodbury quickly now with 7 points. And wide open Isaiah Pope on the other side rims off. Willie Bay with the rebound for Dixie State and a fresh shot clock. Trailblazers trailing by 8. Mulibea steps into a three. Back-to-back three-pointers. Nice stroke from the outside from Andre Mulibea. 20-15. Trailblazers down by 5. A little over 12 minutes left to play in the first frame. And I think Mulibea was a guilty party, a little shove on the outside. And Jaden McClanahan comes in for the Wolverines for Blaze Neal. Hunter Schofield takes a seat. And Trevin Alfrey checks in for the Trailblazers. A lot of local ties between these two schools. Again, Jameson Overton sees a crease, and he misses the dunk. Very uncharacteristic of J.J. Overton. Maybe he was thinking about his elbow in the back of his mind. That's something you don't see every day. J.J. Overton will not miss the second time, that's for sure. 20-15, 12:29 left to play in the first half. Wolverines on top, Dixie State with the basketball. Mulibé has been a spark plug off the bench so far. 6 points in the last 2 minutes for the Trailblazers. Gooden drives, kicks it back out, 5 on the clock. Got to put it up, 4, 3. Mulibé wants a third three-pointer. That one rims off left. And I believe they're going to call J.J. Overton with the foul over the back. And Jordan Brinson will come in for the Wolverines for J.J. Overton. Good bounce pass in. Nice finish. Trevin Alfrey from Cam Gooden. Clanahan dancing around the perimeter. Fuller calling for it. Fuller, nice move. Couldn't get the left-hand finish. Here comes Gooden. Loses the handle. Trey Woodbury with the head full of steam. He's got numbers. Woodbury misses. Brinson can't get the rebound. Ball's on the floor. And they're going to call a jump ball. And I believe the possession arrow is in favor of Dixie State. And we'll take a quick break. Another media timeout. Utah Valley still on top, this time only by 3. Trailblazers coming in hot. 20-17, Wolverines on top. We'll be back after this.
Right next to UVU, Wolverine Crossing is a premier award-winning student property in Orem. With nearly $5 million in renovations, Wolverine Crossing has the look and feel of luxury living, including contemporary upgrades and top-tier amenities. Wolverine Crossing supports a strong academic environment, whether you're on campus or online, and the resident assistant program is nationally recognized.
Trailblazers got out to a slow start, but have chipped themselves back right into this game here. Only down by 3, 17-20. Wolverines on top. Thank you for joining us here on the WAC Digital Network. Brandon Crow with you alongside our courtside director, producer, statistician, Ben Schroeder. Dixie State basketball out of the timeout. Gooden to Pope. Working it around here. Perimeter. Nichols. Back to Gooden. Another three-point look. This one comes up short for Alfrey. Jaden McClanahan on the outlet for the Wolverines. Darthard. Brinson. Woodbury from the elbow. Woodbury, 9 points in the first 10 minutes for Trey Woodbury. Mid-range game. This one's off the elbow as well. And LaTrey Darthard gets called for the foul. And Evan Cole will come in for Trey Woodbury. Referees don't like the jostling. Quick inbound to Pope, and Pope gets stripped right out of his hands. Jaden McClanahan with the pickpocket. 22-17 Wolverines on top. 10:20 left here to play in the first half. Again, this is the battle tonight for the Old Hammer rivalry. Jordan Brinson steps into a three-pointer. That one too strong. Bobbled a couple times, but Dixie State comes away with it. Isaiah Pope trying to go coast to coast. Hits the sand. Darthard, three-pointer. Rattles it through. Latre with a three. Dixie State's not afraid to put it up from distance. Trevin Alfrey, he's a numbers guy, and the more he puts it up, the more it'll fall through. Evan Cole, Tim Fuller with the strong rebound. Count it for the big man. Great hands from Tim Fuller to grab the rebound and put it up. Good body position here. And almost in one motion, like you're playing backyard hoops with your brothers, with your friends. Playing 21 or something. Caught it, got fouled, put it up and in before his 2 feet came back to the ground. Fuller comes up short. But Utah Valley is on a 7-0 run over the last minute 30 offensively. Meanwhile, the Trailblazers have been on a scoring drought in the last 2.5 minutes. And what was a 3-point lead for the Wolverines is now 10. Nichols misses. Tim Fuller there again with another rebound. Jaden McClanahan for the Wolverines. High steps his way past midcourt. Pulls it back. Gets the direction from Coach Madsen. McClanahan from the free throw line. Nobody was there. And Coach Judkins going to call a timeout to figure out what happened with the breakdown in the defense. And we'll take a quick break as well. 29-17, Wolverines on top big here in Orem.
At Intermountain Healthcare, we understand that broken arms haven't stopped. Babies continue to be born, emergencies continue to happen, and doctor visits are still needed. At Intermountain Healthcare, we've put the measures in place to safely care for you in these difficult times. So please don't put off the care you need, especially for stroke-like symptoms, chest pain, difficulty breathing, or other urgent care. We're here for you. Visit intermountainhealthcare.org/here-for-you to learn how to get the care you need.
Coming to that quick timeout. Dixie State stops their scoring drought offensively for 3.5 minutes. Nichols stops it. So 29-19, lead back to 10 for the Wolverines. Latre Darthard wanted that back-to-back three-pointer, couldn't get it. Isaiah Pope going all the way around and throwing it out of play. Pesky defense there from Tim Fuller. Evan Cole from behind for the Wolverines. Latre Darthard comes off. Fardaws Amac coming in for a well-deserved applause from Tim Fuller. 2 points in a very effective 6 minutes. Amac gives way to Brinson. Brinson out in the corner to McClanahan. And that one is a little bit too strong for McClanahan. Dixie State on the other side. And Nichols stepped out of bounds. Excuse me, I beg your pardon. That was Leighton Parker. And this will take us to our full media timeout. And we'll take a break. Utah Valley still on top by 10. We'll be right back on the WAC Digital Network.
We can stand together by standing far apart.
Stay 6 feet apart from other people.
Wear your mask when you go out.
Wash your hands often.
If you feel sick, stay home. Be respectful of others.
The choices you make are critical.
By protecting yourself, it helps protect all of us.
Your actions can save lives.
What we do now will shape our future.
Stay safe.
Join the Wolverine Club, a simple message with a major impact.
Finds the back of the net for the Wolverines!
Support student athletes like former Utah Valley University women's soccer star, graduate, and Rhodes Scholar finalist Hannah Bruce. Not only is Hannah the first UVU student athlete to be a Rhodes Scholar finalist, she is currently studying to earn a master's degree in neuroscience at the renowned University of Oxford in England. Support the next Wolverine Rhodes Scholar finalist by joining the Wolverine Club today.
A little over the halfway point here in the first half. 29-19, Utah Valley on top of Dixie State. A renewal of the old Hammer rivalry. These two schools separated by one freeway and about 3.5, 4-hour drive down south to Dixie State in St. George. And right now, considering the crazy weather that's about to go down out here in northern Utah, I'm considering a drive down to St. George. Evan Cole sees a crease, drives, gets the contact, no whistle, but gets 2 points nonetheless. Evan Cole attacking Trevin Alfrey, and on the way back, shrugs shoulders, asking the officials as if to say, what else do I got to do? Fardaz Amak gobbles the rebound for the Wolverines. Brinson drives, gets swatted away. Youngblood. Pope, hesitation, mid-range game. Too strong. Fardaz Amak with another rebound. Fardaz Amak calling for it. Top of the key. Brinson with 8. Evan Cole now with 7. 6. Cole spins, gets the contact, count it! Evan Cole flexing off his muscles. Goes to the free throw line to try and complete the three-point play. All that Chick-fil-A fueling that right arm to put that one off the glass and in after the contact. Utah Valley's been on a 13-2 run over the last 4.5 minutes. Evan Cole too strong at the charity stripe. Right now, Utah Valley pretty efficient. Just about 61% from the floor, and it's almost a pick your poison right now. Evan Cole on the defensive side, but real quickly, Dixie State gets it right back, and Gooden stepped out right in front of the Utah Valley bench. Safe to say this could be the biggest crowd we've had so far in the season here in Utah Valley. Carport cutouts, cheerleaders, Green Men gang, friends, family, some students. It's good to see you safely returning back to live action sports with us. Woodbury, juking, jiving, gets the contact. And the foul is called. Leighton Parker had a little bit too much contact. Trey Woodbury, who already has 9 points, leads all scorers, is at the charity stripe trying to get to double digits. Woodbury with that quick release. Doesn't really think about it at all. Puts it up and in. Woodbury makes both. So now 11 points for the man out of Las Vegas. Averages about 16 per game. Wolverines on a 15-2 run over the last 5 minutes and a 6-0 run over the last minute and a half. J.J. Overton gets it from Fardaws Zamak. Overton with the easy finish this time. Nice outlet pass from Fardaws. Good vision from the big man. 37-19, Utah Valley's largest lead of the contest. Trey Woodbury picking pockets. Woodbury goes coast to coast with the Euro step in the finish, and Coach Judkins calls timeout. 39-19, largest lead, 20 points for the Wolverines. And we'll stay here, 30-second timeout to think things over on the court for Coach Judkins. Trailblazers 5 turnovers in the last 3.5 minutes. And a scoring drought of 3.5 minutes. Trey Woodbury, Fardaws Zamak, both with active hands. A nice outlet pass there from Fardaws Zamak. And then Trey Woodbury doing his own thing. Again, Woodbury leading all scorers so far. 13 points, 5 of 6 from the floor. 1 3-pointer, 2 free throws, 2 steals, and a dime. All in 11 minutes. It's pretty effective. For you big-time stats keepers, that's a high plus-minus margin for him. 39-19. Wolverines on top. 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Good, strong drive from Frank Stain on the other side for Dixie State. Trey Woodbury, right as we were talking about him, the guilty party with the foul. And LaTrey Darthard will come in to spell number 4 for the green and white. Stain leading all scorers for Dixie State right now, 4 points. Has a chance to tack on a couple more here. Excuse me, I beg your pardon. Tacks on just 1. Stain now at even 5 points. Overton wanted to give it back to Amack. You can see it. And a couple Trailblazers got in the way of each other there. Ball all over the floor. Scrappy play. Gooden going to go up against the trees. And he gets the foul and the bucket. When you climb against the trees, sometimes you get acorns on the head. Pine cones, depending on the tree, a pineapple. Fardaws Zamak came down too hard on Gooden. Gooden buries the free throw. Gooden is 4th in the Western Athletic Conference so far, points per game, 16.5. 5th in the WAC in assists, and 4th with 2 steals. Evan Cole's trying to put some more people on his poster shelves. Trevin Alfred trying to do everything he can to stand in the way. Evan Cole saw it, went up. Alfred said, not too fast, not so easy for you. But Cole makes the free throw. Evan Cole said growing up in Atlanta, Georgia, watching all those games broadcasted by the hometown broadcast crew TNT, loved watching Blake Griffin. That's who he tried to pattern his game after. Said he'd lower down the hoop to about 8 feet or so, just practice dunks, even off trampolines. And so far this year, he's got a couple whack dunks of the year candidates, that's for sure. Evan Cole gobbles the rebound for the Wolverines. 4:15 left here in the first half. 41-25. Wolverines trying to tack on some more points here. Fardaws Amack gets caught in the spin cycle. Forgot to take a step and a dribble. Trailblazers trying to find some mojo here on offense. Stain gets blocked by Overton, but right back in the hands. And ultimately in the hands of Fardaws Amack. 3:33 left to play in the first. 41-25, Wolverines on top. Cole down low to Fardaws Amack. Big guy calling for it. Goes up against two defenders. Blocked this time from Alfrey. Here comes Mulabea. Outlet to Gooden. Gooden attacks. And an offensive foul called against Cameron Gooden. And we'll charge with Gooden to our commercial break. 41-25, Wolverines on top. More basketball when we return after this.
How does Costa Vida create the ultimate sweet pork burrito? We start by following our award-winning recipe, one that calls for everything to be made fresh, from scratch every day. Like our beautifully braised pork, seasoned beans, savory sauces, and delicious cilantro lime rice. Even our tortillas are cooked to order. It's a difference you can taste. Treat yourself to the ultimate sweet pork burrito, only at Costa Vida.
Oh, it takes the KSL weather specialists. Weather made special.
So far, it's been all Wolverines here at home. 41-25 over their in-state rival and I-15 rival, Dixie State. The old Hammer rivalry up for grabs this weekend between these two. We talked about how efficient offensively Utah Valley has been so far. Again, they've been cruising and hovering around the 62% mark from the floor. 62%, 28% from three. Meanwhile, on the other side, just about exactly half of that. That's what Dixie State's shooting right now, 31% from the floor. Coach Judkins, we know, will have these Trailblazers making their adjustments at the break. This is a team that split with a very tough Seattle squad last week. Nice bounce pass. A little too much mustard on the hot dog for Evan Cole to handle. Three minutes left here in the first. 41-25, the Wolverines on top. Brandon Crow with you on this Friday evening on the WAC Digital Network, on YouTube, KSL TV streaming app. Thank you for letting us be a part of your evening. And J.J. Overton gets called for a foul. That'll be his second personal. And just like that, Blaze Neal will come in for number 22 as J.J. takes a break. Might possibly be it for the first half for JJ. Trevin Alfrey, on the other hand, in the background, makes a free throw. Alfrey makes both. Alfrey with 4 points in 9 minutes so far. Mulabea, 6 points. Stain, who just took a seat, 5 points. Nichols with 2, Gooden with 3. Parker looking for his first points. For Utah Valley on the floor, Darthard with 3, Cole with 8, Blaze Neal with 0. Fuller and McClanahan both with 2 apiece. Nice inlet pass to Evan Cole. Evan Cole quickly puts it up. And Gooden off to the races for Dixie State. Hesitation, drives, puts it up, blocked. McClanahan runs into a defender. Trey Darthard. Chucking and jiving. Now Evan Cole with 8. Blaze Neal loses it. Gets the ball somehow to McClanahan with 3. And Utah Valley's not going to get it up in time. Shot clock violation. Solid defensive play there all around from Dixie State. (41-27), Trailblazers trailing, and a splash down from the corner. Jacob Nichols stops a scoring drought of 2.5 minutes. A lead what was 20 for the Wolverines, now just 11. About 90 seconds left here in the first half. And the defense now starting to pick things up as Mulabea slots that one out of play. You hear the Utah Valley bench saying finish the half, finish the half. Wolverines in a scoring drought offensively. No buckets for them in the last 3 minutes. 8 on the shot clock. The Trey Darthard now with 6. Puts up a three-pointer. And that'll do it. 44-30. Sweet stroke from LaTrey Darthard. 6 points on 2 threes. And Gooden puts up a jumper. That one was pretty too. From the elbow. 5 points now in the first half for Gooden. Got 45 seconds left to play. Just about a 20-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Evan Cole loses it and fouls Gooden in the process. That's 3 straight drives where the defense for Dixie State has stepped up and flustered the Wolverines, forcing the Wolverines for their 4th turnover in their last 4 minutes, essentially. And this is what a Coach Judkins-style team can do. We know how the Judkins family philosophy works if you pay attention to BYU women's basketball. His brother Jeff. Meanwhile, at the free throw line, Gooden puts up 2 more. And another turnover against the Wolverines. And they're going to call a foul on Blaze Neal as the referees are talking things over as to see exactly what the official call is. But Blaze Neal will have his first foul. And that'll be his first turnover as well. The man who leads the WAC in the assist-to-turnover ratio. And another foul is going to be called, this one against Tim Fuller. Trevin Alfrey hitting the floor very hard. And this is a sloppy end of the first half here for the Wolverines. Asa McCord set to check in when the referees want to think about it. We're going to take a look at the replay here. And actually, Tim Fuller was just in the vicinity, but they might going to call Evan Cole here. See what the referees are looking at as we get a look at the Dixie State bench and team. And Mark Madsen and his staff on the other side as well. (44-34), 10-point lead right now for the Wolverines. The Wolverines did have a 20-point lead just a few minutes ago. And then 5 straight drives were stalled offensively for the Wolverines by this pesky Dixie State defense, causing 5 turnovers in the last 4 minutes. And Utah Valley trying to stay mentally tough here and mentally sharp in the waning seconds. But a turnover and 2 erroneous fouls really giving away free points for the Trailblazers, and the Trailblazers will take everyone with open arms and a big smile. So that foul was changed to go to Evan Cole. And so that'll be Evan Cole's second personal foul, as Alfrey makes both free throws. Now Alfrey with, 6 points. About a 1 second difference with the shot clock and the game clock. See how Utah Valley, being led by Blaze Neild, handles this situation here. Guarded by Mulabea. 10 on the clock. Neild got to make his move. Fuller coming up for the screen. Neild drives, goes amongst the trees, misses the layup. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Asa McCord gets a hand on it, tips it away. And the referees are going to signal that halftime. They're not going to make them throw it in. So at the break, an ugly finish. But Utah Valley's on top 44-36. Wolverines did at one point have a 20-point lead, but they finished off the first half 5 turnovers and a 6-0 run for the Trailblazers. We'll take a break and digest the first 20 minutes. We'll be back here in Orem in just a little bit on the WAC Digital Network.
We love the new apartment.
The natural light is amazing.
Hardwood floors.
There is a bit of a clogging problem.
At least GEICO makes it easy to bundle our
I think my parents, from a young age, my passion has been basketball, and I think they've really encouraged me to run with it. They've always supported me a lot and come to my games, they give me pointers, and they just encourage me to keep chasing my dreams of playing professional basketball. I think the weather, I mean, it'll snow like every other year, but the biggest difference between Georgia and Utah would definitely be the weather. It gets really cold out here, and back home it doesn't get so cold. And it's just dry out here. I kind of miss the humidity back home. I haven't played much ping pong with many of these guys. I don't know if anybody could take me in ping pong on this team. I played Blaze, I played Evan. I beat Evan left-handed, but I don't know if we got any secret ping pong players. Oh, Cade, one of our walk-ons served his mission in Korea, so he's probably pretty good. Drew Kamel was one of my little brother's best friends, and he died in a car accident. And so a few days later, I talked to my high school coach, and I just told him I was going to try to score 34 points. And so I got hot, and I was making a bunch of shots and stuff, and so I was able to do that in honor of him. And our whole team, we would wear like these little bands on our shoes, because he was a huge Clemson fan, so we'd wear these little Clemson bands on our shoes, and it was a cool thing for the community just to remember him. So it felt really cool. And I was really close to his family too. I think it's a great teammate and somebody that's always looking to help the people around me, build other people up, and just happy, good energy.
A slinky?
Yeah, there you go.
Those are little slingies.
Yeah, there you go.
Teddy bears around the Christmas tree?
Yep.
That's not a thing. Care Bear?
Close.
Nah, I don't know. That's Care. Home Alone?
Yeah, there you go.
Home Alone?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Winter has arrived, and with it, the Murdoch All-Wheel Drive event. Be prepared for any Utah winter roads. Visit Murdoch Hyundai today and get 0% interest for 5 years on a new Tucson. When you walk through our doors, you feel like family at Murdoch Hyundai in Logan, Linden, and Murray.
Oh, that's a good question. My greatest accomplishment outside of basketball is probably serving a 2-year mission in Belgium and the Netherlands. It's pretty hard, but yeah, I really liked it, really enjoyed it, and that was something that was cool for me. Oh, I think it just happened because of my GPA and my ACT score. They both were high enough to get me into that category for the presidential scholarship, and then just had to write some essays, I think, for it. But yeah, it's been good. It's been nice. So it's only been about 3 months, so it's been a quick transition getting back into basketball and a normal life. But it's been good. My body's a little behind where it could be, because I hadn't been focusing a whole lot on basketball or lifting and stuff for a couple years, but it's getting there. It's getting back.
Trades Arthur, head full of steam, beautiful finger roll. Shot up, oh, gets off the glass, no, foul. Overton, it's Arthur. It's Arthur on the floor. In low to Fuller. Fuller puts it up and in. Mason, wide open three-pointer. Taking himself. Oh, JJ, throw it down.
Right next to UVU, Wolverine Crossing is a premier award-winning student property in Orem. With nearly $5 million in renovations, Wolverine Crossing has the look and feel of luxury living, including contemporary upgrades and top-tier amenities. Wolverine Crossing supports a strong academic environment, whether you're on campus or online, and the resident assistant program is nationally recognized, keeping you safe and secure. Lease right now and get $200 off your first month's rent. Wolverine Crossing, this is home.
Hey guys, my name is Chase Potter and we'll be playing Two Truths and a Lie. Okay, and so the three things about me is that when I was a freshman, I was actually 5'3" and then hit a major growth spurt and ended up being almost 6'6" now. The second one being that I played the piano for 14 years. And the third is that I lived in Florida for 2 years. And the lie is, I actually played the piano for only 10 years, not the amount of time that I said in there. So there we go.
Hello, Wolverine fans. I'm Nate Mathis. We're grateful to have you guys here. I'm here to present the game ball tonight to Richard Hurst of UCCU. Richard is a great man and has done so much for UVU athletics over the years. So Richard, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's not always easy being the exception. They'll tell you you don't belong, that it's not your place, that it'll never fly. But here, you learn that you have a choice. You can listen to those voices, or you can leave them all speechless. But the key component there is you.
All right, everybody, hope you enjoyed your break. Welcome back to Orem, Utah. Wolverines on top of the Trailblazers, 44-36. Let's take a look at the first half stats. Again, we mentioned Utah Valley. They were up to 62% field goal percentage, and then they had that sloppy end of the first half. Both teams not exactly lighting it up from three-point land, but the big storyline was how that first half finished. And the first half finished kind of like that. Dixie State was very physical, very active on defense, and Utah Valley turning the ball over carelessly. Utah Valley had 5 turnovers in their last 4.5 minutes of the first half. Dixie State went on a 6-0 run over the last minute and a half. So see how Utah Valley responds. And see how Coach Judkins and his trailblazing squad come out of the break as well. Trey Woodbury steps into a three-pointer. That one didn't look good. And Fardaz Amax starts the second half for himself the way that he started the first half. Overton with the rebound for the Wolverines. Kicks it out. Blaze Neal. Evan Cole calling for it. Fardaz Amax. And they're going to call this foul against Jacob Nichols. That'll be his first personal. Again, this is a battle between in-state rivals, Dixie State, Utah Valley, for the Old Hammer rivalry. Fardaz a little further than normal. Too strong off the back iron. Good outlet rebound. Here comes Gooden. And Gooden loses it. Fardaz. Overton. Bounce pass to Neal. Neal gets swatted hard by Nichols. A lot of contact as well, so back-to-back fouls for Nichols. And if you look, Evan Cole was calling for that ball. Evan Cole, he was drooling a little bit. Blaze Neal doesn't get the first free throw to fall. Still looking for his first official points on the contest. Blaze Neal, 3 assists as he gets that one to follow. 1 turnover. He leads the Western Athletic Conference, #1 in assist to turnover, 4.2. Actually, one of the nation's top 10 in that assist to turnover ratio. And Blaze Neal there for a rebound, so Mighty Mouse gets the rebound. Overton to Evan Cole. Evan Cole puts on the floor. Evan Cole drives, floats so gracefully. Very Blake Griffin-esque from Evan Cole. Evan Cole now the second Wolverine in double digits with 10. All 8 of those coming here in the second half. Fardaz Amax gobbles up another rebound. Amack now with 6 rebounds. About 10 away from his average. Cole looking for some help. And Gooden read that one like a book. Gooden trying to go coast to coast instead. Kicks it out in the corner. That one too short. Gets his own rebound back out to Gooden for a three-pointer. That one's short as well. Another rebound for Fardaz Amack. Youngblood couldn't connect on 2 straight shots. Jamison Overton gets fouled. An acrobatic putback attempt. And that foul's going to go against Hunter Schofield. That'll be his 3rd personal. Overton now 6 points on the evening. 2 of 3 from the floor. Hasn't attempted a three-pointer yet. 50%, 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. Overton 4 rebounds in total, 3 assists, 4 steals tonight. And he just doesn't look comfortable at the free throw line tonight. Very uncharacteristic of J.J. Overton. When you see that bandage on his right elbow, you have to think maybe his fall that he took against Tarleton State in the second half of Game 2 might still be affecting him mentally. Gooden, on the other hand, nice teardrop floater, puts him at 9 points on the contest. 49-38, Wolverines still on top. About 5 minutes into this second half. Another turnover here by the Wolverines. And Trey Woodbury out of nowhere. Beautiful play defensively. Fardaws Amack puts it up and in. Defense to offense for the Wolverines. Trey Woodbury again getting his hands on it. Pure hustle from number 4. Back-to-back defensive stops here. (51-38). A deep three rims off right for Stain. J.J. Overton with the rebound, goes to his left. Now Woodbury with it. Fardaws Amack to Evan Cole. Blaze Neal back to Cole. Cole with the mid-range game. Here comes Gooden on the other end for Dixie State. An errant pass and a turnover in transition, no less, for Dixie State. That'll take us to our first timeout of the second half. Wolverines still on top, 51-38. We'll be right back in Orem, Utah. More basketball when we return.
I love this view.
I love it every time this commercial airs. I get to drink another Mountain Dew.
UCCU is both a credit union and a full-service mortgage company.
Which means that UCCU always provides the lowest rates and lower insurance premiums than other lenders.
When your mortgage rate and insurance premium are lower, your monthly payment is also lower.
It's just science.
That's more money you can put into your home.
Or back into your pocket.
So if you're thinking about buying or refinancing a home, talk to us.
The credit union that's been putting people over profits for over 60 years.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
One of the largest crowds we've had here so far in Orem, Utah during this crazy time. And it's good to see some fresh faces out here in the stands amongst the cardboard cutouts. Not that we don't like the cardboard cutouts. No offense, cardboard cutouts. But Utah Valley on top, 51-38. About 5 minutes into, almost 5 minutes into the second half here. Couple hot hands offensively for the Wolverines. Evan Cole has erupted here in the second half. Now he is at 10 points as he inbounds the ball for the Wolverines. And Trey Woodbury with 13. Fardaws Amack now with 11. So 11 points for Fardaws Amack, 8 rebounds. So well on his way to another double-double. And we see Evan Cole trying to go up for a dunk. And the Utah Valley bench wanted something a little bit more than a foul. So the referees are going to come over and take a look. I think Dixie State saw the tape on Evan Cole and didn't want to get put on the other end of another poster. But we'll see what the official replay shows us. After this, again, taking a look at the schedule, Utah Valley will travel to play New Mexico State, and then UTRGV, and then in March, taking on Grand Canyon. Last time out for Dixie State Let's take another look. Here it is with the schedule. And there's another replay of the foul. We'll go back to the schedule. Get some flossing in the background. Dixie State, New Mexico State, UTRGV, Grand Canyon, and then the WAC tournament down in Las Vegas. So we'll see what happens with this Utah Valley team. They definitely have the skill set to make a run at this conference title. So they called the technical foul. It was a flagrant 2 on Stain. Yeah, I think that's a mistake with the flagrant 2. It's probably a flagrant 1. But Evan Cole gets the free throw. So technical foul against Stain, and that is his third personal foul. Evan Cole makes the free throw, so now Cole with 11 points. Now Blaze Neal to inbound for the Wolverines, looking for some help. Lob, Fardaz Amack. Fardaz Amack couldn't get it on the first try. Evan Cole couldn't get it on the tip-in. Evan Cole gets fouled, and he'll go back to the free throw line. And so that foul will officially go against Pope. Evan Cole misses the free throw in the background. And Evan Cole makes the second of 2. 12 points for Cole. Woodbury 13. Amack with 11. And a foul called against Evan Cole in a vulnerable position. And that is his third personal foul. So 3 fouls for Evan Cole with 15:35 left to play in the game. And Latrey Darthard will come in for Evan Cole. So we'll see how long Evan Cole sits out. Evan Cole was really starting to heat up here in the second half for the Wolverines. On the other side, the Trailblazers trying to find a mismatch, try and chip away at this lead. And the foul is going to be called against Dixie State. And this will go against Mulubea. That'll be his second personal foul. This game has lost its rhythm. Very sloppy finish to the first half. Very rugged start to the second half. Then Trey Woodbury says, you know what? Let me just break things open here with the three-pointer. Everybody likes threes. Trey Woodbury now 16 points, leads all scorers. 56-38, Wolverines on top. Schofield with the mid-range jumper. Schofield now with 5 points tonight. Woodbury stutter steps, spins, creates his move, gets fouled. And Pope, second foul in 30 seconds. Trey Woodbury at the free throw line. And Woodbury misses. Tonight, Utah Valley shooting 47% from the charity stripe, 10 of 21 so far. Compare that to Dixie State's 100%, 10 of 10. Fardaz Amack there for another rebound, rebound number 9 for the big man. 56-40, Wolverines on top with 14-18 left to play in regulation. J.J. Overton comes off left, Pope there for the rebound for Dixie State. Mulubeo's calling for it. Schofield calling for it. Pope still has it. Gooden. Schofield. Big on big. Schofield with the teardrop hook. No good. Rebounded by Trey Woodbury. Outlet to J.J. Overton. Overton with the easy layup this time. Great vision there for Trey Woodbury on the outlet. Mulubea, mid-range game, too short. Rebounded by Latrey Darthur. This is where Utah Valley can get their juice going here, is in this transition game. Latrey Darthur, after the contact, no foul, still puts it up and in. Ever since Trey Woodbury's three-pointer, Utah Valley's been on a 9-0 run. And they're going to call a foul against Schofield on the other side. That'll be Utah Valley basketball. As Fardaws Amack takes a breather. Tim Fuller checks in for him. Blaze Neal comes off for the Wolverines. Jaden McClanahan comes on. Schofield steps off for Dixie State. And back into the game, Trevin Alfrey. Fuller immediately calling for it. Misses, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Once, twice, third time's a charm. And Mulubea silences the crowd. The beautiful move right over a fully extended Tim Fuller. 62-42, 20-point Wolverine lead with 12:40 left to play in regulation. McClanahan driving. Too strong off the glass for McClanahan. Rebounded by the Trailblazers. Bounce pass to Pope in the corner. Cross-court pass. Mulubea, he's already got two. Make that three. Mulubea now with his third three-pointer. The first Trailblazer in double digits at 11. 3 of 4 from beyond the arc for Mulubea tonight. 62-45. Dixie State starting to pick up its pace here. Fuller with the nice reverse layup. Another flex for number 5. Pope with the stutter step ball fake now. Mulubea. Burst of speed back to Pope on the outside. Comes up front. Rebounded by J.J. Overton in Utah Valley. 11:30 left in regulation. 64-45 Wolverines on top. J.J. Overton trips, loses his footing. Comes up very slow, but still on his feet. Pope steps into a three-pointer on the other side. This one too strong. And Trey Woodbury gets fouled in the process. And if this foul is on Stain, that'll be his 4th. And that'll take us to immediate timeout. That is Stain's 4th personal. 11:14 left to play. 64-45. Wolverines on top big in Orem.
Get the breaking news, weather, and traffic you need to know before you go. Wake up to real stories from real people. The news specialists on KSL Today. Mornings made special.
I love this view.
I love it every time this commercial airs. I get to drink another Mountain Dew.
Welcome back to the UCCU Center on the campus of Utah Valley University. Brandon Crow with you here. Wolverines on top 64-45. 11:14 left in regulation. Right before that last timeout, 4 personal fouls for Stain. Frank Stain called for a foul in transition against J.J. Overton. J.J. Overton walking gingerly after he took a spill. So Trey Woodbury will be at the free throw line. And Trey Woodbury, that's his 3rd straight missed free throw. Very uncharacteristic of Trey Woodbury. So 64-45, 11 minutes to go in regulation. And a wild and crazy play offensively leads to a Tim Fuller foul. And that'll put Dixie State at the free throw line. So Mulubea, who's turned it on here in the second half, 11 points, the only Trailblazer in double figures with 3 3-pointers. Misses the first free throw. That's the first time Dixie State has missed a free throw tonight. J.J. Overton comes off. Jordan Brinson steps on for the Wolverines. Mulubea trying to make up for the missed free throw, and he does. Rattles home the second. So 12 points for Mulubea. 64-46 with 11 minutes exactly left in the second half. Jaden McClanahan past the timeline. Trey Woodbury fighting for space. Trey Woodbury gets hacked. No fouls called whatsoever. Stain with 4 fouls, drives. Tim Fuller swats it out of play. And they're going to call a foul on Jordan Brinson. So immediately coming into the game and getting his first personal foul is Jordan Brinson. So Frank Stain, the sophomore from Inglewood, California, the pride of St. Anthony High School, at the free throw line. And he makes it. Stain now is 6 points. He's perfect at the charity stripe tonight, 4 of 4. And the announcers, Jinx gets to him, 4 of 5 as he misses. 64-47, 10:40 left to play. McClanahan dances around the screen. Brinson gets hit from behind, and a foul is going to be called against Brock Gilbert. Brock Gilbert seeing some fresh minutes here in the second half. The sophomore from Syracuse, Utah. And Utah Valley's free throw woes continue as Jordan Brinson misses another. The Wolverines are 10 of 23 from the charity stripe tonight. Man, another miss. Make that 10 of 24. Another steal, though. This time, Jaden McClanahan steals the inbounds and put it up and in. So 66-47, Jaden McClanahan with the quick hands. Picking pockets from the Trailblazers. Mulubea wants his 4th three-pointer. That one is too strong off the back iron. McClanahan past the timeline. 10 minutes left here in regulation. And Woodbury steps out. That's the second time Trey Woodbury's done that tonight. He's got a three-pointer, trying to drive with that pivot foot, and ends up stepping out of play. .55 left, 66-47. Wolverines on top, and a wide open, easy layup on the other end for Trevin Alfrey. Jordan Brinson now to Fardaz Amack. Jaden McClanahan, Jordan Brinson back low to Amack. Amack with 10 on the clock, kicks it to a driving and cutting Jordan Brinson, who gets fouled. So Jordan Brinson at the free throw line where he just missed 2. Still looking for his first points tonight. Brinson so far in 7 minutes, 3 assists, and that was his first point. And a couple rebounds. Brinson, who had some health issues earlier on this season, hasn't necessarily seen quite the time that I'm sure he would have liked to have seen. when he started the season, but he's finding his groove and really finding his role on this team. And Coach Mark Madsen has that next man up mentality, and everybody really buying in. And Jaden McClanahan gets called for a foul on the far side of the court. That'll be his second personal foul. Quick inbound. Alfrey going up against Fardaz Amak. And Alfrey hits the deck. And they're going to call a foul on, I believe that's going to be on Nichols. So that'll be a foul against Dixie State, offensive foul. 68-49, Wolverines on top. 9:13 left here in regulation. So Evan Cole will be at the free throw line tonight, where he has been successful. And you know what? I might as well not even say anything anymore. Seems like every time I try and say something, they try to prove that announcer's curse wasn't real. But sometimes I know the fans at home probably think it is. It's just one of those crazy coincidences. Evan Cole comes away on that trip 50%. Tonight so far, 5 of 9 for the big fella with 13 points. There's a wide open look in the corner. Fardaz Amak misses the rebound. Jaden McClanahan gets it. Outlet to Jordan Brinson. Jordan Brinson, alley-oop. Evan Cole bringing the heat. Laying down the hammer in the rivalry. Evan Cole putting the dirty in Dirty South with that one. You can tell he's been waiting to do that all night long. There was a whistle on the other side. We'll see when exactly that whistle was blown. It looks like Latrey Darthard is having another cramp. And so Latrey's going to come off. He'll be good. Latrey Darthard being helped off by the trainer. J.J. Overton comes back in time for him. So 71-49, big-time Utah Valley lead, the largest lead of the game. A nice, beautiful cut. Hunter Schofield from Brock Gilbert, 71-51. Fardaz Amak looking for some help. Brinson off the screen. Back to Cole. Big man to big man. Fardaz Amak with a nice turnaround jumper. Fardaz Amak now 13 points, 10 rebounds. Another double-double. Or as Coach Mark Madsen calls him, a walking double-double. 73-51, Wolverines on top. 8 minutes left here to play in regulation. Mulabea with the step-back three-pointer. That one too strong. And Brinson just went straight through the hoop. Couldn't hold on to it. And that'll take us to our under 8 media timeout. Wolverines on top, 73-51. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more on the WAC Digital Network after this.
Some people see just another local Utah sports app. Oh, wait, what? A local Utah sports app? Introducing the new KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com. Utah's only all-in local sports app, connecting you with all the action you love. The latest news, insider analysis, podcasts from the pros, and so much more. Free. Available right now, anywhere you are. Download the free KSL Sports app today from your favorite app store.
At UCCU, we do mortgages fast.
Seriously fast.
Just use your phone or computer to fill out UCCU's super easy mortgage application.
And buying or refinancing a home has never been this easy.
Seriously fast and super easy.
(73-51). Wolverines on top of the Trailblazers. Big time here in Orem. It's the first of two tonight. Back-to-back matchups between the Trailblazers and the Wolverines tonight and tomorrow. And again, this is a renewal of the old Hammer rivalry. This rivalry between these two schools, again, these schools separated by one freeway, about 3.5, 4 hours apart. Started all the way back 49 years ago. And now that Utah Valley and Dixie State are in the same conference, here in the Western Athletic Conference, with Dixie State joining Division I their first year, this rivalry is going to continue. Lots of good basketball in the state of Utah. People sleep on the state of Utah as far as basketball goes, and especially at the Division I level. Lots of good basketball here. Utah Valley playing some decent basketball themselves here in the second half. 73-51, 7:30 left to play. Fardaws Amac misses. Evan Cole trying to tip it out. Nobody home. Trey Woodbury checks in for the Wolverines, and he'll come in for Jordan Brinson. So 7 minutes and some change left to play here in regulation. 73-51, the Wolverines on top. Schofield trying to do work against Fardaws Amac. That one misses. Rebounded by Trey Woodbury and the Wolverines. And Jaden McClanahan trying to hit Fardaws Amac on the outlet pass. A little too strong. Utah Valley right now winning their turnover battle. 14 turnovers to Dixie State 17. Which has been an Achilles heel for this Utah Valley team so far this season. At one point, there was a goal for the Wolverines to have the turnovers under 20 for a game. Jaden McClanahan gets called for the foul. He'll step out as Blaze Neal comes back in. Quick inbound, nice step over. Good footwork there from Jacob Nichols to get through the lane up to the hoop. 7 points tonight for Nichols. 73-53. The lead's been hovering at this 20-point margin here for quite some time. Trey Woodbury off the screen, off the back iron. Gilbert, Schofield wide open, and he misses. That rim right there might have a ghost on it. That's two wide open dunks from both teams that have been rejected. Wolverines in a scoring drought offensively. No buckets for them in the last 2.5 minutes. Overton pulls it back. Stutter step, gets to the free throw line. Rainbows one through. Overton now in double digits with 10. So of the 5 on the floor for the Wolverines, only one of them not in double digits. Blaze Neal with 1 point. Evan Cole 15. Woodbury 16. Amac 13. Overton with 10. And that's a good balanced breakfast. Schofield with the fadeaway off the back iron. Overton and Cole fighting for the rebound. Woodbury drives and finishes at the rack. Overton on the other side goes into the crowds to say hello. Stain and Alfrey checking back in for Dixie State. Stepping off is Schofield and Nichols. Stain gets the pass and gets the contact from J.J. Overton for the foul. That'll be J.J. Overton's third personal. Stain, 5 of 6 from the charity stripe tonight. If it wasn't for this foul trouble, as he's the only one with 4 personal fouls, he's been a glue guy, the cliche word and phrase, for this Dixie State team. And J.J. Overton gets called for the travel. (77-54) is the lead for Utah Valley. Alfrey puts it up and in on the other end. Big mismatch there between he and Blaze Neal, the point guard with the ball. Woodbury. Fardaws Amack gets held from behind. Amack trying to do everything he can to get up to his average. He needs 4 more rebounds for his 16 rebound per game average, which is, again, leading the nation. So nation's leading rebounder right here in Orem, Utah, right there at the charity stripe, wearing number 11 in the white and green. And the free throw woes continue tonight for the Wolverines. (13 of 30). The free throws tonight for the Wolverines. And on the other end, a nice up and under reverse layup. So 4 minutes left, 77-58. And again, this is the first of 2 games between these 2 schools over the next 2 days. Between the next 2 days, excuse me. So this is game 1 tonight. J.J. Overton gets the contact, finishes very strong, and flexes with a yell to follow. Stain comes off left. These 2 teams will be right back at it here tomorrow night, 6 o'clock tip-off. It'll be very interesting to see how these players react to it. Evan Cole drives. Evan Cole! Another poster. Evan Cole got caught sleeping. Didn't get back on defense. Got away. Tried to get away with the goaltend. 81-60. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this on the WAC Digital Network.
Local Utah Sports app. Oh, wait, what? A local Utah Sports app? Introducing the new KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com. Utah's only all-in local sports app, connecting you with all the action you love. The latest news, insider analysis, podcasts from the pros, and so much more. Free. Available right now, anywhere you are. Download the free KSL Sports app today from your favorite app store.
For those that came out and were able to see this Wolverine team in person tonight, wasn't always pretty, but Utah Valley has an 81-60 lead nonetheless with about 3 minutes and some change left here in regulation. And we see some of the main starters for the Wolverines on the bench. Colby Leifson into the game for the Wolverines along with Asa McCord and Tim Fuller, joining Blaze Neild and Trey Woodbury. Mark Hatch, a new face for Dixie State. Blaze Neild in the corner with a three. That one misses. Dixie State trying to get an alley-oop. That one is not there. Coach Mark Madsen letting his team try and run out the clock here on these offensive possessions, and will do so over the next 2.5 minutes. Leifson steps into a three-pointer. Colby Leifson, high percentage. One shot, 3 points. Here's a response on the other end. This one's good. Trevin Alfrey, who's quietly having himself a pretty solid game tonight. 13 points, 4 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point land, 4 of 4 from the charity stripe, 7 rebounds and 2 blocks. Meanwhile, another turnover for the Wolverines gives way to an easy layup for Mark Hatch. 84-65. Wolverines on top comfortably still. Leifson steps into another three-pointer. He's feeling it. Back-to-back three-pointers for Colby Leifson. The big fella put it down. Nice fake at the top of the key and a left-handed finish from Trevin Alfrey. 87-67. And Colby Leifson says, why not? Oh! It's a heat check. Mulube on the other end. An easy layup up and in. So the Wolverines in the first official meeting between these two guys, between these two schools in the past 49 years, will win the first battle in the victory. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back to gear up for the final minute here in Orem, Utah, right after this.
At Intermountain Healthcare, we understand that broken arms haven't stopped. Babies continue to be born, emergencies continue to happen, and doctor visits are still needed. At Intermountain Healthcare, we've put the measures in place to safely care for you in these difficult times. So please, don't put off the care you need, especially for stroke-like symptoms, chest pain, difficulty breathing, or other urgent care. We're here for you. Visit intermountainhealthcare.org/here-for-you to learn how to get the care you need.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Less than a minute left here in Orem, Utah. 87-69. The Wolverines are on top big time over their in-state rival, Dixie State. Again, tonight was the first official game of Division I on the hardwood for these two schools. The rivalry goes back 49 years, and Alfrey wants 3 more. Why not? Alfrey's had a fantastic game, and now he's flirting with 20. 18 points tonight for Alfrey. The old Hammer rivalry is renewed this weekend. Utah Valley is going to take the first. And tomorrow night we'll be right back at it in 22 hours. Coach Mark Madsen pulls back the reins, says no shot. 87-72 will be your final score here in Orem, Utah. Mark Madsen heads over to midcourt. You see Coach Judkins. They give each other the fist bump, the daps. Assistant coaches wave. And Utah Valley is victorious. So Utah Valley avenges their loss that they had here at home 2 weeks ago to Tarleton State. And the Wolverines improved to 5-1 in conference play. For all of our hardworking staff and crew, for our courtside statistician, producer, engineer, and all-around everything guy, Ben Schroeder, I'm Brandon Crow saying so long and good night from Orem, Utah. We'll see you tomorrow in 22 hours. The Wolverines are victorious.